Hello my lovelies, welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn. It's family dinner night tonight. We're having meatloaf. I'm super excited. As you can see back there, my refrigerator has decided that this would be the greatest day to start leaking. Yeah, probably some kind of hose that goes to the water and ice, and you know it's hot and brittle, and it's probably just a little hose replacement. We ain't got time for that today. So I've turned off the water to the refrigerator and I'm soaking up the water. We're going to be, multitasking, getting everything straightened up before everybody gets here, getting my meatloaf on because I'm making a big one today. It's going to come in right around the 10-pound mark. I might need help getting it in and out of the oven. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but it's going to be delicious. So let's get down to it. Hot diggity. Got my big mixing bowl out today. It's not as big as some, but you know what? It should do the trick for us today. That's all that matters. Got myself about 6 pounds of ground beef all thawed out. And I think that's a good enough place to get started. Uh-oh, it didn't all come out. I kind of had it mushed on down in there, but we'll get it out. There we go. All good. So I'm super excited about family dinner. There is potential for 25 people to be joining us for dinner today. I'm excited about that. My sister and her husband are coming down from our North Country to join us to this weekend. And that's super fun and exciting. Haven't seen her in a while. And be glad to have them. My little nephew, he's coming over. Haven't seen him in a while either. Yeah, they're just all coming in, and that's fun and exciting. Okay, got about 6 pounds ground beef. Lord help us all. I also have done a little bit of prep this morning, and while I had the food processor out, I'm like, you know what? Gonna make my life easy. So I've got some mushrooms here. That's about 8 ounces. And then I have about 4 ounces of carrot. Gonna dump those right on in. Yay, hooray. I have 1.5 large onions and 2 small bell peppers. Gave those a zippity zap over in the food processor too. Ease and convenience is the name of the game today. All right, so we've got that all in there. And then let's go ahead and add a little bit of breadcrumb. I'm trying to make this on the lower carb side today because I'm feeding all kinds of people. Yeah. And just about every single one of them had some kind of a health restriction, and all of them could agree on low carb. So that's one half cup of breadcrumbs, 1 cup. Oh, we might use them all. I don't know. 1.5. We'll just say that's 2 cups of breadcrumbs. And that is low carb. That's lower carb than I would normally. I would put in 1 cup for, almost every pound. So I cut it by half. Have some milk here. About, I'm going to put in about a cup. There we go. That milk will help make my meatloaf extra tender and juicy, delicious, the whole shebang. Got my 2 teaspoon measuring cup, and let's go ahead and put 2 teaspoons of parsley. Well, maybe a little bit more. And let's put 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic. Hello, Gilroy. Thank you. Sorry I missed you last time. Wasn't thinking straight. Must have been the menopause. Let's go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of the granulated garlic in there. And then have a little green powder here. I'm going to put the whole thing in. All of it. Yeah, absolutely. Have a little tomato powder. And let's put 2 tablespoons of that in. So that's going to be close to like 6 tomatoes. That should do it. Also, those powders will take the place of some of our missing breadcrumbs and help absorb some of the liquid and the fats while this is cooking. And that's a good thing. I can handle that. I have a little bit of brown gravy mix, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that as well. And let's see, what else are we missing? Let's go ahead and add about 1 tablespoon of black pepper. I know that seems like a lot, but we got a lot of stuff. It'll be just fine. Okay. Fantastic. You know what? This spoon, it's not going to do me any good. None whatsoever. This is going to be, you know, dig in with your hands. I know you're thinking, salt, but I used the brown gravy mix not only to give this a deeper, richer, beefier flavor, but also that has plenty of salt in it, so I shouldn't need any more. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and put some eggs in too. I'm gonna put in probably about 5 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we'll just do 6, just for giggles. This is the kind of meatloaf my mother would make. Big, honking. And it's going to take us a while to cook it, too. That's why we got to get going a little bit earlier. Got some gloves here. Because that spoon, it's not going to do it. It's not going to hold up. We're going to have to get in there with our hands. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So I've told you that I'm one of 9 children. So the way it goes is Sandy was the oldest. Then came Patty, Sherry, Linda, Glenda, then me, Melissa, Jackie, and Mark was the baby. So it was a big family. We ate a lot of meatloaf. That was one of my mother's specialties. My mother was a decent cook. She had maybe 25 recipes in her repertoire. And they were mostly Southern items, Southern cuisine, I guess you would say would be her specialty. And she made a lot of food, and she knew how to cook for a whole herd of people. She was very fancy, and she had a dish for every occasion, and loved china. She had a whole pantry filled with various china works and what have you. She had an enormous dining room table. I'll insert a photo of it here. On a good day it sat 30, and then like on an extreme day you could break it apart and see more at it. She got it at our Biltmore Hotel was revamping their conference rooms. And she got the table in that process from the Biltmore, and she loved that and thought that was extra fine, fancy, and outstanding. But it was her dream to have a table that sat everybody so that we could all eat together. And so, but yeah, family dinner. We used to do it when I was growing up every Sunday night. Everyone would come over. My mother would start cooking early in the morning. Usually it was some kind of a roast. And she would start cooking early in the morning. And, you know, dinner was ready at 5. Everybody knew when dinner was. You better not be late. She'd be mad. She'd tell you about it. Anyhow, after dinner, we'd all go outside and swim, or we'd go downstairs in the rec room and play ping pong or pool or what have you. Sometimes we played cards. That was fun. Okay. Just a little bit more. We're almost there. Bring you back and we'll take a look at it when I'm all done. Got my meatloaf all stirred up here. Now, I can't taste this because it is raw, but I don't want to make 10 pounds of bland, boring meatloaf. So I need to check my seasoning. So I can get out just a little scoopful and throw that into my pan. I'm going to cook that up for a minute. I'm going to taste test it. Give it a quality assurance check. Make sure it's delicious, because I don't want people talking about bland meatloaf. Anyhow, yeah, don't want my meatloaf to be bland. Want it to be super tasty and delicious. Want people to enjoy family dinner and, you know, continuing to come and, you know, participate. Yay, hooray. Bring it back and we'll taste test our meatloaf. Okay, well, it held together pretty well in the pan, so I'm encouraged that it will actually form a loaf and stay together. That's good. That's another thing you know when you cook it. Cook yourself a little tasty bite. Or as my friend Jerry Ellen would say, a little tasty poo. It's delicious. I think it needs just a little bit more of the gravy mix. It's just a little tiny bit, needs just a little tiny bit more salt. Other than that, yay, hooray, yum. I'm going to add about 2 more tablespoons of the brown gravy mix. Now, about 2 teaspoons is what, or 2 tablespoons is what comes in one of those gravy packs. You know, you get them over with the instant mashed potatoes and all that good stuff. Yeah, get that over there, and you know, the gravy mixes, the little envelopes. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, we'll just mix the rest of that gravy mix in there so that we're all tasty and delicious. It's quite the workout. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably form this into 2 meatloaves, because otherwise I think it's going to take me about 5 hours to cook this, and I don't want the oven on that long. So I'm going to go ahead and form this into 2 5-pound meatloafs. And yeah, That should do it. And I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees, and it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna cook this meatloaf for 3 hours. Take a temperature, make sure we're getting to 165 degrees. But here's how my mixture looks. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna throw my back out. All right, so we have my biggest roasting pan here. Yeah, it's a big boy. And I just want them a similar size and shape so that they come out at the same time, equally done and delicious. Oh, that's gonna stay together nice. You know how you're making a meatloaf and you can just tell by the texture of it that that's gonna be great, that it's gonna stay together well, no problems. Yay, hooray. Tucking in the sides here a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna flatten the top of this one down and kind of square it off as I have this one. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and put a little valley in the middle of each one. And that's gonna be for my barbecue sauce. You can use ketchup. I have nothing against it. You could, ketchup, barbecue sauce. You could do nothing. You could add nothing. You could make yourself a nice brown gravy to serve, or you could just serve the meatloaf, maybe a little ketchup or barbecue sauce on the side, whatever rocks your boat. Yeah. I'm gonna put that right there in the middle. My oven should be preheating any second now, but we're not going to wait. I'm going to throw it in, and I'm going to use just about all of this barbecue sauce. Yeah, absolutely. All right, my lovelies. Those are my 2 big old meatloafs, about 10, maybe 11 pounds of meatloaf. It's going to take about 3 hours. And I'm going to go ahead and get that on in there, get that cooking. It's going to need every minute. And that is about an 11-pound meatloaf. Yeah, I'm going to probably need some help getting that out of the oven. It's going to be okay. I'm going to let it do what it does. Gonna get cleaned up around here, and I've got text messages from all my lovelies, everybody RSVPing at the very last minute. I got an Albertsons delivery order coming with all my ice and some extra drinks and everything that we're gonna need for all those final little touches. Anyhow, bring you back, I'll show you my meatloaf. Yay, hooray. Okay, we're just about ready to get started. Got some cheese and crackers, some salami and olives. I didn't get to making the bagel chips because of my slight plumbing problem turned into a little bit larger of a problem, but I did get to make a nice cucumber dip. Got some crackers. We've got meatloaf. I did end up covering this. It did reach a safe internal temperature of 165. And boy, it's steaming hot. Yay, hooray. And it's funny because I thought this was the one that was going to break in the middle. This one broke in the middle, but it's mostly together. And I just love the little crunchy bits on top. That's my favorite part. Got some mashed potatoes and a little bit of sour cream and chive in there. All buttery and delicious. Using my rice cooker for some peas and carrots. Those are almost done. This is a purple cauliflower and broccoli salad. I'll post the link for the broccoli salad. The purple cauliflower is an addition because I got it so cheaply over at the 99 cents only store. Thought it added a little bit of color and life to a broccoli salad, and I have to admit that I have tasted this, and this is quite delicious. This bowl is deceiving because this is almost 5 pounds of broccoli salad. Got some deviled eggs. Yay, hooray. And the only thing left for me to do is to go ahead and put biscuits into the easy bake oven, and we will be good to go. Gonna do that at the very last minute, but we're set. I'm super excited. Alrighty, my lovelies. Well, that's one big meatloaf, and got that going in the oven. It's probably gonna take just about the 3 hours. I'll show you what we come out with at the end. I'm on like towel number 5 over here in our, refrigerator leak disaster, and I'm gonna turn the water off here in the kitchen, get things, as dry as I possibly can because the show must go on. I'm not canceling family dinner just because of a little, plumbing problem. You can wash your hands in the bathroom. It'll be all right. We're having considerably more guests than I thought we would, and so I'm really excited. Some people we haven't seen in years, so that's going to be super exciting. I'm going to get myself cleaned up because I'm a little bit, disheveled from running around and yada, yada, yada. Anyhow, family dinner always makes me miss my mom and dad a lot. So I've gone ahead and included a photo of my mom and my dad. Should just follow this, and I'll show you the spread and everything. If I can get everybody to agree, or even some people to agree, I'll see if I can include some shots of family dinner. We'll see what happens. My family kind of squirrely, kind of private, so we'll see what they'll do. Anyhow, be good, be careful, look both ways. I'm super excited. I'm gonna get this taken care of. And I would say come Hades or high water, but I don't want to jinx it. Anyhow, see you later. Be good, be careful, look both ways. Bye now.